On Monster Island, things were looking peacefully, with Godzilla, Queen of the Monsters, as usual keeping the balance on the island, reminding the kaiju exactly who is the queen. But this day, she was just showing her daughter how to fight more than just one monster. She was fighting her three close friends, Queen Caesar, Rodan, and Anguirus. Her daughter, Godzilla Jr., was being watched by her cousin, Zilla Jr. They were watching with a distance. My mom's a really good fighter, isn't she? Aunt Zilla Jr. You betcha, kid. Your mom's possibly the best fighter I've ever seen. So look at her go. I wish I could be a lot like her when I grow up. I bet you'll be even better as a queen than she is. Well, heck, do you even know what your mom does? When she's like out there beyond on the sea? On the other side of the sea? No, not really. What does she do? She normally just destroys cities and fight the humans. Oh yeah, she always told me to keep an eye out for humans. G-Force and Survival's team they didn't actually knew that Godzilla actually had a daughter. To them, if they figure out that she does have a daughter, it'd be quite shocking. And I'll explain why Godzilla's recent behavior lately. After the big fight, Godzilla went to go get some alone time. She was thinking about her ex-boyfriend. No, her ex-husband. Her ex-husband is the father of her child. And, well, at first, he seemed pretty nice. He would have been a great king if he stuck around. But unfortunately, he didn't. He was a bad king and a bad father, and a terrible husband. Godzilla was so glad to hear that he was finally dead. Her daughter doesn't have any memories of her dad at all. She only has a fraction of memories. He was only nice to her on her birthdays and on the holidays. But that didn't please Godzilla at all. She expected to have a better husband, a better father, and a good king. And being a queen and a mother, and the fact that she's single, it's been very hard for her. She barely found another mate ever since her husband died. Ever since her husband died, she's been trying to find a good partner to be a father-like figure to her child and be the king and the monsters, helping her keep balance within nature. Godzilla destroys cities for one particular reason. Her mother died in 1954. Because of that, Godzilla despised the human race. And even though she may look human, she's not completely human. She and the other kaiju have similar characteristics with the iconic monsters themselves. But besides of that, they were completely human. They share human characteristics. like the hair, the fact that they wear clothing, and the fact that they resemble a lot more like humans rather than giant monsters. But besides of that, life for Godzilla has been extremely difficult. It was tiring for her to be a queen. She understood what her mother had to go through. Godzilla barely knew her father. Her father died way before she was even born. Godzilla survived on her own until 1955 was when she made her attack. Her first attack. That, but then, and but back then she met her friend, her close friend, Anguirus. It was before long until she met Mothra and Rodan and other monsters. That's when she became the new queen of the monsters. But besides that, Godzilla needed someone to be there for her. She wants a new husband. She wants a new king. That's all she wants. And not just that, she wants someone to be a father figure to her child. Plus, Anguirus and Rodan can't constantly babysit Godzilla Jr. forever. And who knows when Godzilla might meet her end. Who would be there for her child? Besides of Rodan and Anguirus. It was very tiring for her. It was before long till Anguirus came along. Hey Godzilla, what you doing? Hey Anguirus. Godzilla, are you okay? How can I do it? How can you do what? Do all this? Be a mother? Someone who's single? And a queen. It's hard, Anguirus. It truly is hard for me. I can't keep all the monsters occupied for long. It's only a matter of time before they start going out of control because there's no king and to keep them in balance. And you guys can't constantly babysit Godzilla Jr. for the rest of your lives. And who knows when I might meet my end. My mom died when I was a teenager. Godzilla Jr. is just way younger than me when I lost my mom. So who knows when I might meet my end. Come on, Godzilla. I'm pretty sure you'll find someone one day. I hope you're right, Anguirus. This has been on my back ever since he died. And I still don't feel bad that he's dead. Plus, he was a terrible husband, wasn't he? You kidding? He could have stopped kicking my butt. And you're like, he could have stopped beating me up. He almost actually killed me years ago. You remember that, right? Of course I do, Anguirus. Of course I do. I never knew why I fell in love with him. I'm glad your daughter shares a lot more of your characteristics. I don't want my daughter to be complete like me. I want her to actually like humans. I want her to trust the humans. I, on the other hand, don't. I do not like the humans. Not at all. I don't even trust them. The worst thing is, Queen Ghidorah, she's been on my back for a long, long time. Like ever since 1964. She's just been a pain on my back. I know, Godzilla. It must be really tiring to deal with all this at once. That's why I need to find someone. Well, how about this? How about you go off and find your possible new husband? I can't just ask that person to marry me, even if he's another Godzilla. Well, how about this? How about you go find yourself a new boyfriend, and I'll keep an eye on things around here while you're gone. You think so, Anguirus? Come on, Godzilla, it's me, Anguirus. I can keep an eye on things. I may not be as strong nor as powerful as you, nor the firepower, but I can hold my own ground. Whenever I gave you that very deadly fight back in 1955, I guess you're right. Are you sure you can keep an eye on things around here? Yes, I'm sure. You go find her new boyfriend. But at least bring Zilla and Rodan, Zilla Jr. and Rodan, a boyfriend as well. They've been complaining for a while. Alright. What about you? Yeah, I'm fine. I don't need a boyfriend. At least not yet. Alright, you know how to keep an eye on Junior? Yes, I've been babysitting your daughter for like a long time. Every time when you go destroy a city, I always be the one to... You always pick me to be the babysitter. Alright. Godzilla jumped. I'm down. I'm diving into the ocean. Instantly she took off. And that was the last time Anguirus ever saw her best friend again. She knew this was tiring for Godzilla. And she knew that that Godzilla can't keep this up. At least not without the help of a boyfriend. Godzilla swam and swam and swam. She continued to swim around looking for any place she thought that might have a Godzilla. But all she found was nothing. There used to be hundreds more of her kind, actually. But now there's only a few Godzillas that are left behind. There's only a few hiding. And only a few. So, things were very, very difficult. A lot more difficult than she originally thought. But she ain't gonna give up. Not yet. Not yet.